Hey, this is Matt once again. Welcome back to the videos. Another paid request this time from Manuel. Thank you so much for that. And for those interested in requesting any type of videos, feel free to send it either directly to my PayPal or join my Patreon. Both links are down below in the info box. And Manuel wanted me to do a review of the episode 2 of Arcane. If you don't know what the show is, I don't blame you. It was a show years ago based on the game League of Legends, which I did not know squat about. Really, all I knew about it was there's a lot of videos YouTube on the time at the time that would advertise it as a sponsor. Thus, I never played it. Usually, when you see a sponsor, you do the opposite and you don't get the fucking thing. That'd be a question. Has anyone ever watched a sponsor on a YouTube and said, I will do that? But I never played the game. I don't know the world. I watched the first episode. I was like, meh. Watching the episode 2, it's more meh. I would say this, I know it's only episode 2. It's not for me, this show. Because the characters just seem very bland. The style of the show, I don't feel any unique personality of the show. This is remnants of stories that I feel like I've seen done dozens and dozens of times in various other fantasy material, shows, movies of that nature, animated movies. Nothing about this really sticks out as that creative or unique or original. And again, the characters are kind of very much been there, done that. And like I said, there's stuff I can enjoy that have no originality in it at all. But it just, like I said, then if that's the case, then you need some zest. I'm not talking about the soap, zestfully clean. I mean, you need some, like I said, some style or some personality or some oomph, something of energy, something to it that really makes it pop out, despite a lack of originality. Because the way this plays, okay, the setup is, it's, you have the rich people, you have the poor people. There was a battle, a war, uprising, whatever. The poor people lost. These two kids lost their parents. This other guy kind of takes them under his wing. They're all living in the slums, far away from the rich people in their city. In the first episode, you have the older, tough sister. You have the younger sister who's much more innocent and not naive, but she's much more innocent and more open to making mistakes. You have the other boys. You have the big fat kid. And you have the smart ass kid. They try to steal some stuff. It doesn't go well. They're on the run. After it, a lot of their loot's been thrown away, and a lot of them blame the younger sister. They even call her Jinx. But the older sister sticks up for her younger sister. But she did grab these blue balls. Blue balls, yeah. That have a certain energy to them. And blue crystals. And in the beginning of this, we see a different point of view of that theft, where we see from outside the door the guy who owned that place, who owned that room, him going up to it. Hey, what's going on there? Open up. And the blast, and he's blown back. And it's like, oh, my stuff is gone. They took the other stuff. And we follow that guy throughout a chunk of this episode. Where that guy, back to the day when he was a kid, some person used one of those blue crystals to teleport him and his mom from the cold snow, like ready to die, freeze to death, to warmth, fine weather. He knows that's some type of magic. He's been looking into it, but If you say the word magic, it's a bad idea and people don't take you seriously. So he goes on trial and the council's going, well, why do you have this illegal stuff? You're not supposed to have it. And he's not supposed to say the word magic, but he does, and no one believes him. You're a crackpot. Get the fuck out of Dodge. You're expelled. And that character's name is Jace. And pretty much he doesn't know what to do. He doesn't know where to go. And that's like a good chunk of this episode. But the thing is, just Jace guy is not that interesting. He's not that interesting of a person. He's not that interesting of a character. I don't give a shit what's going on with this character. I don't give a shit what's going on with this person. He's not that interesting. There's nothing that makes me go, oh, I'm curious to see what he does next. No. Don't give a fuck. I do not give a fuck. It just, nothing about it. He just comes off as bland. Very uninteresting. Meanwhile, the two sisters and the group, they escape from the soldiers again, and they're hiding out, and the soldiers trying to figure out how to ruffle the feathers of these group of poor people. Some want to push it more. Others are like, if you push it more, there could be another battle, another war. People in the slums, some of them are going, we need to fight. It just comes off as very unoriginal, bland, with the writing, with some very generic characters, and some very typical tropes. You know, the person and their younger, more innocent sibling. We need to fight, but no, we need to stay the course. Oh, that means you're just a weak leader. Someone else should take over. It just feels like all this stuff I have seen countless times. What is it about this that's supposed to stand apart? What is it about the writing? What is it about even the look of it? The look of it, I would say, it seemed a bit more, like the opening of the first episode seemed a little bit more striking in the visuals. Here, it looks okay. But I mean, there's countless anime you could look to and get better work. It's not that I think the animation is bad, it's just, it's fine. But even like the backgrounds and the look of the city, it's just, kind of that reaction. And it's only the second episode, so of course it's supposed to lead up to, with each episode you find out what's more going on, what's more happening, what's the end game, what's the culmination. But it feels like in this episode just not much happens. It's pretty much just establishing this Jace guy who is just boring, bland character. People in the slums telling their leader, you're full of shit, you're chicken shit, we need to fight, you're not doing anything, fuck out of the way. And the guy's saying, fuck you, this is the way we're going to do it. Jace, because he's been expelled and no one wants to talk to him, if I guess at one point he's ready to jump off, maybe end his life. And then this guy who can't walk too well, he's like, hey, my name is Victor and I believe in you, let's work with each other. And then the main girl, Vi, what the fuck her name was, she don't give herself up. And the last bit is like her sitting down looking up as the soldiers are coming towards the door. So whether it's going to be they come up to the door but she's not really there, she changed her mind, they go up to the door, it's someone else, like maybe either the younger sister or the father figure or someone else. They become the new decoy. No, come for me, come chase me. Something else happen, whatever the case may be. Like I said, I had never heard of this show before. I could see why watching it now. Just nothing about it really catches my eye in terms of the dialogue. Like, it's not like I find that witty or clever or original or wow, I haven't seen it done that way before. That comes off as unique. Like I say, if you've seen enough of these type of animated or fantasy sci-fi type of movies, I understand it's impossible. It's almost impossible to do something original. But then just have your own personality. And for me, this didn't really have it. At least that's just my opinion. But if Manuel, if you love it, I would love to hear in the comments. Please do. I would love to hear it. I'd be very curious. I really would be curious because I like hearing about that type of stuff. You know, different points of view. But with that said, thanks for watching. Take care. We'll see you guys later. Bye bye.